Hello. What's up, guys? Let's get this going. Get the screen share up in a second. See how this looks. No, we didn't end up catching anything last night. That's okay. We're gonna catch something this morning. Get my chats up. How's everybody doing? How did everybody sleep? Guys, it snowed so much here in Colorado. Literally insane. It dumped out here. Got a couple minutes to open. I'm primarily gonna watch NQ today. I don't think I'll trade gold. But, alright, let me check this out in an hour. Let me get this screen share up for my people on Discord. Yeah, I was showing up. Honestly, I got really delayed because of the snow. Honestly, I didn't realize it was gonna snow this much. Guys, it snowed probably at least 8 inches at Jadon's house. That's where I'm staying for the week. Literally insane. Damn, guys. That pump, though. Couple zones to watch. Gonna be watching some fibs as well. We're approaching one now. 30 seconds, guys, until open. Take the low of Asia up to the high of. Yep, okay. So let's see. Got this 5-minute reacting onto these here. Okay, we're getting a slight push down. I'm on NQ. I personally live in the Jefferson County, Arapahoe area. So south of Denver. That's where our office is in Littleton. Yeah. Yeah, sorry about yesterday, guys. We had a big tech problem yesterday. I ended up taking Jadon's PC to the micro center near us, and they basically said like he needs a full rebuild, which is unfortunate. But you know, I told him, you got to realize that you put a lot of stress on your computer. You know, we're reacting off that demand zone. Oh, the field. Let's hope we don't get stopped out by a couple points like we did yesterday, guys. Came down, touched that level 2 T and started pushing. Wow, look at that pump. I'm not in anything right now. We're just waiting. Like, you live up by St. Mary's Glacier? Oh, the field. I don't do it as good as Jalen. He does it the best, by far. And we are climbing up. Literally. Right out of my demand zone for those of you that have my screen share on Discord. Wow. Almost 100-point bounce from from that low right there. So, based on that reaction, I think that it's possible we will have a day where we set another all-time high. In that case, I'd wait for a pullback after we get solid closure up and with good confirmation. So we just closed at 5 minutes in. Getting a bit of a pullback on this. I'm gonna give it probably like 15 to 30 minutes before I take anything. I want to see how we're forming on the chart overall. We could catch some sellers as we're pushing up, and just make a lower high. Tradeawait's working for me. Are you having issues? Let's see. So we were rejecting off the EMAs. Yeah. MNQ M6, I believe. Yep. Rumors. What are you talking about, rumors? We don't spread rumors around here. Did I enjoy Taco Day yesterday? I don't celebrate Taco Day, Bone. I have many different prop firms. So, if you're asking me what my general favorite prop firm is, that's a hard one. I think it's tied between, for me at least, Apex, Tradeify, and I would say Alpha. I do like Alpha. For different reasons, though. Each of why they're all my favorite. Good morning, good morning. Tradeify, so I like Tradeify. Um, their payouts are very, very fast. And I feel like their accounts are low cost. Those daily payout accounts I think are a lot better than TPT's daily payout accounts. They're a lot easier to manage, a lot easier to pass. And when you get into funded, so it's a 3-day pass with them. Once you get into funded, you can take a payout the first day, and you don't have an intraday trailing drawdown. Yeah, so I believe the highest payout cap out of all of them would be, technically it's Tradeify because you can pull out 1,000 max each account each day. So if you have a 5-day week, you could pull out $5,000 in an account. Yeah, I would say Tradeify is pretty good with that. I like Apex because of how many accounts you could have, and then it's a low cost to entry, if that makes sense. So the max you're gonna pay, I think it's like $35 for a 50K account. So that's really nice, low cost to entry. I don't like that they have activation fees, but I mean, you can't beat 35 for any evaluation. Alpha Futures, I like Alpha Futures new premium plans. They're very similar to Top Step, but they do offer Trade of 8, And then their payout caps, I don't know if anybody's seen Top Step move their 50K payout caps to 2K. With Alpha Futures, their premium plans, their payout caps are 6K. And then their advanced accounts are 15K payout caps. So it gives you more to play with. It is, but I don't know. It really just depends. It's all tailored to whatever you want. There's so many prop firms out here. My major ones, I say, are Apex. Apex, of course, Top Step. That's another big one. Alpha, Tradeify, FFF. I like FFF a lot too. Their new Premium Plus plans, and then Lucid. Those are like the 6 main firms. The only one I haven't got a payout on is Lucid. But I've only like ever gotten one account with them. Apex take a while. Yeah, that's what does suck too. Apex does take a while, typically because they only offer ACH transfers. Yeah. No, at this point, I wouldn't really say I don't think there's any that to stay away from. Um, I know I just say sketchy ones that you don't hear many people speaking about. I like their new changes that they've made at Apex. I think they're a decent firm. They're the biggest and the oldest as well. I don't even know what Hyceon is. Jadon is on vacation. He will not be back until next Friday. Streaming. No, I don't believe they should be banned in Friday. Apex suppressed. What are your guys' favorite firms? Nope, we're not in anything just yet. Anybody have any favorite firms? Apex, Lucid. The thing is, a lot of these firms are all the same, guys. There's like minor differences. As long as they're trustable, that's what I believe. Tradeify daily payouts. I don't do the daily payouts personally. I'm a little weird when it comes to Tradeify, but I like the growth accounts. They're the closest to the FFF accounts. FFF is one of my favorite firms. Right now I can't trade like evals or sim funded because I got moved live. Um, but even FFF with their live plans, it's pretty cool. Their whole setup. So we are 15 minutes in now. We have a huge candle to the upside. We're running into our fibs here. Take some of these off to make it cleaner. Did bounce at my area down here. I'm still gonna wait. I'm not 100% sold on these longs. So yeah, I'm honestly just gonna wait, see what we can get. I honestly though, I just put 2,500 into my own live account to see what I can do with it. I'm planning on trading like medium size. I want to trade around um I want to trade around 5 MNQ and then maybe like 3 gold micros. And I'm gonna see what I could do with it, because when I got moved live with that FFF account, uh I hit over 10K in payouts last month with the FFF live account. And then I did the math though, and I gave them 20% of that. So I took home like 10,550, but I made in total and requested over 13,000. So, I'm losing out on that other $2,000. So I decided to just, make my own account. TPT, I believe their max payout is 10K maybe. So my supply area is going to be up here at this. It's the thing is, I don't really like to use supply when I on a high of day, or high of all-time highs. But I have a supply, you could say, up here from like 634 to like 585. Like I said though, we all-time high supply is different than, rage supply. There goes my yawning, guys. What broker did I use for a live account? I use Tradebait. So, a lot of the prop firms, they allow, that's who their broker is through Tradebait. A lot of your funded accounts and evaluations are through Tradebait, but they also offer as a live broker as well. And their margins are the lowest in the game, honestly. If you want to trade 1 MNQ, you need a $100 balance. So I'm going in with 2,500, starting out on this account. See if I could, grow it by 100%. And I'll be able to trade 25 micros on NQ and then 12 micros on gold, but I'm not going to trade that much size. Honestly, I'm not sure. They say it's 50K worth of buying power. That's what it's supposed to be represented as. I like the Premier Plus. So they didn't have the Premier Pluses when I was trading with FFF. But now, like, I've looked over them, and they're great. They're not too expensive either. I'm saying, like, all these firms are around $80 to $120 all in. Apex is a little bit more. I think it's like 150, but you're putting less risk up front. That $35 for a 50K though. $80 is typical for any firm. The cool thing too with prop firms is like you could choose which one you want, and then they're all somewhat different. Damn, that bounce was insane. Literally retracement of the session. So, for those of you that can see my screen on Discord, what I like to do is I'm a big retracement trader. So, what I like to see, given the circumstances, I wouldn't have liked this just because we did reject off of this fib I have here. But this is a retracement of the session, I like to call it. So, from this low to this high, we retraced 50% of the New York session and popped exactly to a T off that level. That's something you guys can watch for. We also, another confirmation we had there was VWAP. We had a close down here, so it just gave a little bit of confluence to this area. That would have been good if we didn't have a rejection off this fib. Such a hard rejection too at that. Let's see. Did he just tweet? Yeah, the market's moving a little fast right now. I'm going to wait for it to give me some clear direction, clear confirmation, and then we'll find a trade. I agree with you, Matt. A lot of times, too, people chase payouts. That's something I do sometimes, too. For example, I'll be 100% transparent. I was one day from, I've done this a couple times. I was one day away from a payout, and I only needed like the $100 or whatever it is, 150, 200, whatever it is. And I just ended up blowing the payout. So, I mean, I see where you're coming from, and that's something that's going to happen. You guys just got to accept it. Like, I'm angry. I was angry about it at the time. I'm like, why did I do that? But at the end of the day, I'm just like, okay, well, I got there. I can do it again. I think me and Jadon, we have our own special abilities. So I'd say I'm probably a better gold trader, but not with the NQ. I think he's a better NQ trader, and he's definitely more insightful, and I feel like his patience is there as well. At the end of the day, I think we're both good traders, but I'm definitely not at his level. He has years of proven results. He's became very successful off of trading, and I've just never been at his level that he's at when it comes to trading. Like, dude's had a 90K day live verified on with options, you know, a couple years back. Me, I've never made that much in a day. So there's your answer there. Not glazing him. That is the truth. I think he is a better trader. My best day. So if you want to count it in terms of actual payouts, I mean, I think my highest payout was like 6K, 7K, something like that in a day. I trade prop firms, so I can't really say a day because there's many days that led into that. On a live account, my best day with FFF, I believe, was like 3K. Exactly. Days don't mean nothing without payouts. I could sit here and tell you that I made 2,500 on 5 accounts last week, or 10 accounts last week, which is like 25 grand. But what does that do? Okay, I made that much money. Like, it's not sitting in my account, so why am I going to sit here and tell you that I made this much in a day? Yeah, I'm waiting patiently. I do think that we can push up off of this area. Typically I don't trade for like the first 30 to 45 minutes. So we're just waiting now, guys. Hey, I'm new to trading. Do I have to use leverage to make? I don't trade forex, so I wouldn't know. For sure, lots of dedication from Jadon, and I've learned the most from him out of anybody in my life. I have immense gratitude for Jadon. He is who he say he is on online in person, and he's made me a better person. So yeah, I mean, you guys can call it glazing, but I'm just giving props and respect to where it's owed. That's just the truth. If you don't like that, maybe what? Says your live contains themes that some may find uncomfortable and has been restricted. Reason: body exposure and utilized behaviors. We're gonna restart this live, guys, on TikTok. I'm gonna take a picture of that. Maybe it flagged it because I said the glazed word. That was weird, guys. Could have been talking about glazed donuts. There we go. Alright, we restarted it. So weird. Okay. Ha ha ha. Yeah, no. No, I do not trade under an LLC. For prop firms, at least I don't. Yeah, me and Jaden are cousins. The thing is, with the payouts, you can say that if you did get a payout of, say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5K, you can say you made that in a week. You know what I mean? Or divide that up by how long it took you to get it. I'm not sure. I don't really track win rates. I was tracking them last year. But Grizzly's another great trader. It's actually funny. So, like, before I became an elite trader with Team Bull, I've booked a one-on-one call with Grizzly when I was first starting out. No, Grizzly actually lives in a different state. He doesn't live here in Colorado. Nope, haven't took anything yet. I mentioned that I typically don't trade for the first 45 of open. I know Jaden does the first 15. I'm a bit more conservative when it comes to my trading. I am gonna mark this 15-minute high, this 15-minute low, as well as the 30-minute high, and the 30-minute low is the same as well. The highs are different though. This is kind of tricky, guys. So, based off this 15-minute chart, we have a huge push up out of this area of demand. We have a retracement back down and continue to push up. We closed above my EMAs. The only thing I am not liking is we cannot get and hold above this fib I have here, which is the high to this low here of around 486.75-ish. we can't stay above it. So it's kind of it's giving me conflicting beliefs of where we might go. So I'm going to wait for this to play out, and we shall see what happens. I'll show you guys real quick what I'm talking about. So let's go 15-minute. Okay. From here to down here, we have a fib. We can't stay above this fib here, but I had a supply demand zone down here that we bounced off of 2T, pushed up. We're holding above our EMAs, and that's why it's giving me conflicting beliefs. Just a rundown. I'll leave this on there. I don't want to put my indicators on here just yet. Tomorrow I'll put my indicators on. This is Jalen's trading view, so I don't want to mess with it. Call me crazy, but I want to see how we react down here at this 420. You guys choosing DOD today? I think it did that. I don't know why I did that. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Thanks for the heads up. I hate these curved monitors. My camera doesn't sit correctly on them. Okay, let's see how we react here. Okay, I don't like that close right there. I don't think we're going to continue pushing up. Unless this 15-minute shows some reaction. Jen got a tan, guys. 396 on what? No, it's gonna fall. That's interesting. We look like Swipe that 400. Gotta make back that 18-point loss from yesterday. Let's see how we react right here. I think some Yankee shorts could be in the play. It's just difficult from how we're reacting. Let me switch to the one. I don't like that 15-minute candle. It's a lot of volume as well. Most of the volume though on this candle came from that push down. Honestly, I don't really trade the 2-bar for my strategy. Doing good, bro. Just hanging out. Just waiting for a trade. We are almost 45 minutes in to the session. And so far, we've just been in a range from like this 25, 506 down to this 28, 336. We haven't had a 15-minute close above this 15-minute high yet. That's something we could definitely watch, guys. Is if we do win a one in a print long, we can wait for a close above the 15-minute high, if not the 30-minute high as well, and get a pullback into that area. But it is still snowing outside. Yeah, or might come into play. They're looking weak. Patience pays, guys. It's interesting. Such an awkward spot. We got 15 minutes or 1 minute left on this 15, and then 15 minutes left on this 30. So we closed that 15-minute pretty bullish. Think we may get a continuance. But I'd like us to close at least on a 5-minute above this 485. Strong. I'd say like this 496 actually. So getting into that 500. I know he is. I don't believe there's supposed to be any more news today. Let me double check on that for you. Tuesday. 8. So we do have a Fed speaker in like, what would that be? Like 2 hours or so? 2 hours, 15 minutes at 10:30 or 12:30 Eastern. So we still got some time from when that happens. If we get back down to this 420, I'm gonna see how we react here. Wow. Let's see. Alright, I'm watching. Do you find trading Asia a more disciplined, less whipsaw? It definitely could whipsaw. I'd say patience is a big key factor into trading Asia. Got 1 more minute left on this 5. I feel like we're trying to bounce right here, but we need buyers to step in. I'm gonna wait for this closure here, and I'll give you guys a. I do not like that closure. Can everybody else hear me fine or no? I don't like this. Don't like how we're coming to retest this fib here, but back below the EMAs. This market is being so complicated. It's just being so weird. I like the 8 EMA and the 21 EMA. Starting to fill this area here. I don't know if we want to keep pushing up. EMAs just give me guidance, and they were a lot of times you can use them in confluence with levels. March, honestly, March was pretty hard. April was pretty hard as well. But I had decent months still, you know? They weren't 100% terrible. I think we can see a dump, guys. I'm not 100% sold on it, though. I do like the way the chart is setting up for shorts. The only thing that's really stopping me is this 15-minute. I don't like the way that 15-minute really looks for shorts. But the 5-minute, it really looks like we want to push back down to the downside. Inside orb for sure. I had a good March and a good April. Believe it or not, I had one of the best months in March, and then I had my best month ever in April. I do not use Bookmap. Is everybody else being patient? You guys choosing DOD? Don't get me wrong. I mean, there was some opportunity here, but I don't know. Would you rather take a win on good, solid, patient trading, or would you, you know, or would you feel as good when you're YOLOing it? You know, it always feels better when you're trading patient and you get rewarded by that for that. You know what it looks like to me too? Looks like we kind of are holding somewhat here like that. So here, this is what I'm talking about, guys. It's like we're holding this right here, like that. See, we bounced off it on the 15. What would have gave me better confirmation for shorts is if we would have closed below this 400 on a 5-minute, pushed back into like this 450, and then we could have got an entry for shorts. But right now, I'm not liking that 15-minute. That's really why I'm not taking anything as well for longs or for shorts. The 5-minute and the 15-minute are, I like to see them in sync with the same direction. Right now, the 15-minute is telling me that we want to break above this 485 to 500 area. And then the 5-minute is telling me that we want to break these lows of 400 and push down. So I'm kind of just waiting, guys. Yeah, I got you. Sorry, guys. There we go. That should be better for you. Does that look better, Jonathan? Comments kind of mess it up, but there we go. So that's my whole thought process with what I'm looking at. We're just gonna be patient though, guys. I mean, I don't want to take something and have you guys get into it and we end up taking a loss. off of just being tempted to take a trade. If you do choose to take a trade that is not fully aligning with your strategy, or an A plus, you so call it, take it light. That's what I always say. So what I was saying is, with this 5 minute, I'm thinking we're gonna break down these 400s lower based off price action. We can't hold above this 485. We keep dumping off of it. These EMAs were somewhat pushing below them again, but on the 15 minute, literally we had this big candle up off open, and we have long wicks on each of these 15-minute candles. That's really what's stopping me. I'm getting two conflicting directions. And there was one of my buys going correct. Nope, we haven't taken any trades yet. We're honestly just waiting. I think it's best to be patient, guys, in this scenario. If we don't get anything at all, then that's okay. All right, now I got a little bit of confirmation. I want to see us pop up to like this, maybe this 450 to like 465 area for a potential short. Not sure if we'll get up that high, but I would like to see it. If we do, I'd like to have stops above like 470. So see if we can get this. As of right here, I don't want 40 points of risk, so I would look to aim to get higher. And first TP, I would say, would be like 405, 400, 385, and then eventually 340 down here. So that's my thought process. I am getting a little confirmation that we will end up going short in the market, but I'm just waiting. I need to pull back in for a good risk to reward. I'm going to be patient on my entry today, guys. I don't want to jump the gun. So I'm going to watch this 450. We're about 20 points away from it. Come on. Give us a little bit of a push up into this 450. A 20-point stop with almost 110 in potential profit is not bad risk to reward. So see if we can get this. I'm not going to get in exactly at 450. I'm going to watch for the reaction. I will let you guys know once I'm in, if I get in. We're approaching it. We're approaching it. We're there. I'm going to see if we get some type of reaction that I like. All right, I'm going to start some NQ shorts right here, guys. I would like to see at this 460 as well for a reaction and a potential add. So I am in this a little bit lighter. I'm gonna watch this here. We're at my second add area. I'm gonna wait for a reaction. Not liking that. See if we wick back below it. I'm still in, guys. All right, I'm gonna add to this. My average is now 55. Now I want us to get down to like 415. See if we can get it. If we don't, I'm gonna have like a 25-point stop or so. So 55, 60. Probably stop out around this like 80 or so. I'm putting a little bit more risk on this, but the risk reward is definitely there. If we can get a swipe past below. Come on. Are you joking me right now? Come on. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. Come on. Swear. It's going to stop me out and then go. Alright, guys. I'm getting out of this. This is frustrating. That looked literally so good as we opened that 15-minute. I'm going to wait. I still think if we do get this swipe lower, I do think that we could push down. That literally is manipulation 101. We had a big push down. We had a small green candle that gave us some recovery. We pushed up into like this 470 and instantly wicked back down. Literally looked like we wanted to break this down to the downside. And then we just get a huge candle back up. Literally the story of my life. Literally, oh, so irritating. I swear, if it stops me out and does the same thing that it did yesterday, I'm going to be pissed. Lost like 25 points on that trade. I swear, if it breaks out now, where's our 30-minute at? Looks like we're struggling to get it past this 90 now. 90 and 100. So, the only other thing I have on watch, if we do end up wanting to push up, is a close above this like 505 area for an entry for longs. My phone is blowing out. I lost a little bit over 5 on my funded. I'm only trading one funded account. I didn't end up taking a trade last night either. I swear, if it does this to me again, I'm gonna be pissed. All we need is a mega trade. We get one mega trade this week, we'll be sitting nice. We need to break out of this range already. It's been pushing back and forth. From this 28,500 down to this 28,400. Oh, I swear if it does the same thing to me again, I'm gonna be quite upset. Now it wants to hold up, I swear. I'm gonna wait for a close above 500 and then a pull back into like this 480, 490 area for longs. It's the only other thing I see. We did have good risk to reward. I mean, we were at the first trim, it would have been like 50 points. So we were at a 1 to 2 just off first trim. And then our full TP would have been like 110 points. So it wasn't terrible risk to reward. The market is just being something else today. We got news coming out. I'm gonna switch this one to NQ too. I'm not watching gold today. It looks like we do want to build that base above, so told you guys my reaction plan now. Let me see. I'm not seeing any other news coming out. What are the news you guys talking about? No, I said I was looking for lungs after. Well, we haven't had the best start to May so far. Is that news maybe? Waiting for this close above. It looks like we're gonna get it on the 15-minute. Unless we just dump here. It's having a hard time getting above that 520. Yellow folder doesn't really have too much impact in New York, from what I've seen. Not like red folder does. Red folders, that'll send your position either to the moon or to the graveyard. Ooh, the field. I want to see how this 15-minute closes and this 5-minute as well. Alright guys, so now that we got that close above, I would like to see a pullback into like this 506 area to 585. See if we can get that. That's all I really have on watch right now. And those longs freaking printed. It's just so weird. I swore like we looked good for shorts. It's a hard thing about trading a range market like this is could look great, but you know, sometimes it just won't go your way. I know, all-time highs, sometimes it makes me like not even want to trade them. Gold, let's see what gold's been doing. What has gold been doing? Damn, gold had a run up. Run up on gold. It's been doing nothing but going straight up. Gold's, damn. Gold's up 3% today. Look at that candle on gold daily. Literally insane. Come on, give us a pullback. Give us a healthy pullback. Let's see what this market want to do. Man, honestly, I'm kind of like, this next trade, I think I'm going to take it lighter. Alright, I'm really liking this setup for longs. We just need to get this pullback. Cause Jenna wanted me to do my own stages. Cause I never really traded with him, and I don't know, I didn't want to step on his toes or anything. If we don't get this retracement, guys, honestly, I don't really have much faith for the rest of today. I don't think I'll really take anything else. You guys have any questions while we're just sitting here waiting? Thought I put lo-fi on. Guys, I think I should go skiing today. See if they open the mountains back up. Which trade? Why did I like those shorts? See, I don't think there's any resorts open, guys. I'm not John. John's on my name. And, no, trading is not all I do. I do other stuff too. Proper risk for 50k eval, I would say, like, per trade. Is that what you mean? I'm glad we have those stops in, guys. Yeah, per trade, I'd say probably like, depends on your risk profile, but I'd say probably like 400. That's what I would do. No, we're not in longs, John. I'm honestly weighing. If we don't get this pullback, guys, I'm not taking anything else. That's literally the only thing I see now. This is the only thing I see. We're just waiting now. Oh man. Yeah, I want to see it pull back down still to like I'd like this 45 to 500. Not 100% on it though. I know. Man, I feel like the market's gonna get really slow now. Let's see. Did it finally stop snowing? It's crazy. I can't believe they canceled school for Denver today. Uh, Growing up, we never had a snow day in May. Waiting for this pullback. Hmm. Be on for around 30 more minutes, guys. Then I gotta get out of here. Gotta skedaddle. I went to John F. Kennedy High School in Denver. Yeah, I've gotten paid out from Tradeify. They paid me out pretty quick. That was the fastest payout I ever got. It was like 30 minutes from when I requested to in my account. I got a degree. I got a bachelor's in finance from the University of Colorado. And I graduated debt free. Did not pay for school. School was a fun time. I tell people I was getting a bachelor's in finance and I was also getting a bachelor's in trading. I think we're going to get another pullback if we want to go higher. I just think it's crazy, like, with what's going on and we're at all-time highs. Yeah, I took a trade. We took a 25-point loss. Yesterday, we took an 18-point loss. So our risk was definitely, managed compared to, how the market has been moving. I didn't want to get smoked for 40, 50 points. Kept my risk managed and we got stopped out. It happens. Thing is, too, trading is not linear. You guys are gonna have bad weeks and bad months. That's just how it goes. I graduated debt free because I had a lot in funding, like scholarships, grants. I had FAFSA. I've been trading since my freshman year of college, so I started trading in like November, December of 2021. Guys, why am I the yawn master? Gene breathing? What are those emojis? I'm a yawner. So all that school just end up trading. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like school with me, it taught me how to speak in front of people. So it gave me a lot of public speaking skills. I met some good people while I was in school. And at the end of the day, I took the opportunity that a lot of people don't have to go to school, and I didn't pay for it. So if an opportunity like that is present, I will take it. I mean, at the end of the day, you never know who I could have met there. I got some good insights too. I've had some different hedge fund managers come in, corporate people that are on the finance side uh of finance, and yeah, I learned a good amount from them, especially on the more professional and corporate side of trading as well. It's pretty interesting how they do things. A lot of it is risk mitigation. They don't like high risk stuff. It's altitude. Altitude's getting me. Told Jenna we needed to set up a Kalshi and do an over and under how many times you yawn while he's gone. That's a good one. I gotta give it to you. That's pretty good. That's hilarious. I don't know why I yawn, guys. I just do. I don't think I yawn on the weekends, or I literally only yawn on stream. I don't want to yawn in front of you guys now anymore. You guys make fun of me. You guys have been being pretty nice to me though. I'll let Janon know. Maybe he'll give you guys some codes. I think Janon should give us some codes for this week that I could give you guys if you guys are on your best behaviors. I think it'd be fun for me to pick some folks. Genre the Yawner. Yawn maxing. I don't yawn on the weekends. It's just while I'm trading. Trading makes me yawn. I really thought we were going to get that break of the trend line, guys. It said, psych. Joe, there's nothing to trade. If you want to trade, be my guest, but I don't see a setup, and I'm staying disciplined, so I'm not going to take a trade that I don't see. Snow's terrible. Where are you, Christopher? Your body is created to not seem anxious on stream by seeming laying back. It could be. Sometimes I do get nervous on stream, but I don't know. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, you could sit here and scalp all that, but I don't know. I feel like that brings up my cortisol. Just scalping. 1 foot of snow in Evergreen is crazy. You guys have any questions for me? Do we have any questions? Do I ever scalp per 30 seconds? What do you mean? Like just a 30-second trade? 100 micros a trade, huh? What led you to meeting up with Jalen? Honestly, just being at the right place, right time. He said he told our community who in Colorado wants to meet up. I was the first one to hop on it. It was literally all by chance. Very blessed. Do you plan to trade full time? I eventually plan to invest into businesses that more like the brick and mortar type of businesses, boring businesses that I can that could take me off of having to trade every day or just to normal, just the work that I do. I wouldn't say just fully relying on trading. Trading's cool, but I don't know. I don't really need to. I wouldn't want to do that. Only rely on trading. We did. Yes, I do like FFF. No, honestly, I don't really have any plans to get into real estate with anything. I have friends that are in real estate, but right, honestly, the last 5 years, I've mostly just been focusing on trading, like it's my own business. I do some community support for Team Bull, and I do some stuff for Jaden too. Are there any gays in your community? Yeah, we do have a couple gays. Brandon's one of our gay traders, and then we have a couple gay members as well, I'm sure. Any other talents you got? Um, Another talent, I guess. I don't know. I play a couple instruments. I don't know. Guess hobbies. I don't really have hobbies. We have gay done too. I'm 23. But yeah, Brandon is our only gay trader in Team Bull as far as traders like me, Jaden, Grizzly. Sí, hablo español, pero soy estudiante de español actual. I'm taking lessons right now. I work with my tutor. She's based in Mexico City, so she's native. None of my other family is from. My parents are like from the U.S. My dad never taught me Spanish fully. Um, so I don't know. I freeze up and I don't have confidence when I speak, and like I understand, but I don't have confidence when I speak and when I'm comprehending or when I'm putting sentences together. Sometimes I get mixed around with my words. So right now I'm working with the tutor actually right now, and I meet with her 2 to 3 times a week for an hour each. and we just go over different vocabulary. We practice speaking, practice accent, stuff like that. I learned a lot from her as far as putting stuff together, but the way I look at it is if you want to get better at something, you got to invest in yourself and invest in your education. I mean, at this point, I'm 23 years old. I'm grown. I have the money to um to learn. You know what I mean? To learn right. And I don't know. It kind of sucks because I'm not able to communicate with a lot of my family, um, like on that level. Like my grandma's always trying to talk to me in Spanish, and I don't know. A big part of it is just being okay with messing up and just being confident in how you speak. You can DM me on Instagram, DINERO_trades, if you have any questions about that, Mr. Smith. Yeah, honestly, it's not really that hard to learn. My biggest thing is sentence structure and just different verbs you're putting together. Um, I don't know, but it's fun to learn something new. My my friend actually, he's fluent in Spanish. He actually taught himself French just using ChatGPT. And he was telling me that once you know Spanish, it's easy to transfer that knowledge into French and even Italian, any Latin language. I played piano, trombone, and saxophone. No, it's not quite the area I was looking at for lungs. I met Jadon through Team Bull. I was a student in Team Bull. I started in November of 2021, and in March or April of 2022, he mentioned to the team who in Colorado from Team Bull wants to meet up, and I just got lucky by chance. I made a good impression on him. Um, when we met, and then I just always stood in touch with him, messaged him here and there. So remainder of going into like 2024, the beginning, I started helping with our clothing here at Team Bull, and then eventually it just morphed into a friendship. Yeah, well, I found my ski. The person behind me actually picked it up and brought it up the lift for me. Let me tell you though, it's hard to get off the lift with only one ski on. No, we're not in a trade. We're just waiting. Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna take anything else. My best days are typically Thursday, Friday. Thursday, at least for Asia, they are. Usually, I do good on Wednesdays for New York, according to my stats, but today was just not that day. This week's been tough, especially with us trading at all-time highs. You kind of have to catch the trend, you know? Yesterday would have been a winner, but we got stopped out by like 2 points. Do you read, listen to any good books? Yeah, so there's a couple books I like. Right now I'm reading. I'm reading a book called Why We Are Catholic. And I'm reading uh David Goggins books again. Those are like the only two I'm reading right now. Why am I so young? Hey, make sure you guys ask Brandon how it feels to be the only gay trader in Team Bull. See what he wants to, see what he tells you guys. He's the only gay trader, but he's still my friend. It's not elevator music. Well, people are complaining, okay? You gotta understand, bro. The people on Jaden's stream are different than the people in Asia. Nice. Where are the Grimes and Travis and Ye? What? There's like words to this song, but I don't know. This song, this music's peaceful. I like it. I need Jadon's playlist. I'm gonna have him send it to me since you guys are complaining so much about my music. Yeah, we are trading Asia today. He's still my friend. We accept him. We want to start the morning slapping. All right, well, send me some song requests. I think that's what we start doing. I'm just a DJ trader. Well, we're testing this supply zone up here. Dancing in the elevator, huh? I'm sorry. What do you want me to play? Y'all are really being mean to me. I don't know if there's copyrights. I trade Asia session every day, Monday through Thursday. Play the wheels on the bus. I haven't heard that song in a long time. No, I'm not in the trade. I don't even know what those are. Yeah, push Ice-T. I'm gonna lose the crowd on that one. No, everybody hates my corridos. Rap, R&B, reggae. No, I don't like either of those. I hate J. Cole. Ask me why. I just hate him. I hate the music. My basic strategy is revolved around retracements, EMAs, levels, and price action. Damn, you got a great entry, dude. Alternative rock. I don't like that then. You know? I considered that 520 to take longs, but I wanted a deeper pullback into like 505 at least. I'm not upset though. I managed risk well today. Let me see. 505 Arctic Monkeys. You like this song? Mr. Brightside, what is that? I think you guys are talking about some white music. I don't know any of this. You want to hear my white music? Let me find it. I don't know if I can find it. Let me find it. I don't really like this song. Dude, I can't find the song I like. I'm looking for it. That's not it. Hold on. But I asked my grandma with some good music. I can't find the video. What about the OT? Man, guys. What a pushing. Alright, guys. I think I'm gonna head out. I'm not seeing anything. I think we're just gonna grind back up. What I can say is you guys can watch your retracements. Let's see where I will look for retracement. Kinda high. I look for a retracement back to this 506 for a 30-minute orb long. So you guys could put some price limits on that. 506, if it does confirm, I do like that for longs. I might get on for power hour. We shall see. I'll let you guys know. All right. All right, guys. I will see you guys later. Peace.